performances from Steph and Draymond carried the Warriors past the Clippers on Wednesday, but as high as the vibes are now for the Dubs, they're still one win away from the first round. Tonight, they'll face the Suns in Phoenix, with the winner earning the 8th seed in the West in a first-round series with the Thunder. Also in Phoenix, our NBA reporter Anthony Slater, who joins us now. Anthony, we got to focus on Steph Curry, who scored 35 points in 36 minutes on Wednesday. He's still working his way back from that knee injury. What's the latest on his health and the health of the rest of the Warriors for tonight?
Yeah, it's a pretty achy locker room. You mentioned 36 minutes there. That was a little bit of a surprise. They were trying to script him out to about 32, 33, but they had to go chase down the game, so they stretched his minutes. He probably had maybe a 60 to 90-minute recovery process after the game, but, he's cleared to play tonight. He's feeling good. He's facing one of his nemesis, Dillon Brooks, who in the past has been pretty physical with them, so Warriors are watching that. And then, you go down the list. Draymond Green, he was sick the other night pregame. There was a moment late when he's having his defensive heroics where he's grabbing at his knee. I talked to him post-game. He said the knee just locked up on him. There's nothing structural. We were out here for shoot-around, optional shoot-around this morning. Draymond's getting some shots up, so he's cleared. The only veteran on the injury report is actually Kristaps Porziņģis. He had his ankle taped up post-game, was limping a bit. As of now, it's not a for sure thing he'll play, but having talked to people in the organization, they do expect Kristaps Porziņģis to play.
Yeah, nursing a lot of injuries, but also leaving it all on the court, as we know the Warriors do. Anthony Slater, thank you so much.
Joe Fortenbaugh's never too far from a sports book, joins us now from Vegas. Joseph, what's the play in Warriors Suns tonight?
My money's going to be on Phoenix here. I think you bypass the spread entirely, which is -3.5. Just play the money line at -142. A spread of -3.5 generally correlates to a money line of about -160, so I see value in the price at -142. Great haymaker from the Warriors earlier in the week against the Clippers. They shot 57% from the field and 46% from deep. I don't know if they have a secondary punch in their arsenal to take out Phoenix a couple nights later. Keep in mind, Phoenix has the extra rest. Phoenix is at home, where they were 56% against the spread this season. Right here, I think, is the key. The point spread tells the truth. Phoenix opened as a 1.5-point favorite off that miraculous Steph Curry performance, and it's been nothing but Suns money pushing this thing up to -3.5. So ultimately, I like Phoenix. I think it's a cheap money line at -142. That's going to be the play.
And to support you going money line over spread, the last 3 meetings were decided by a total of 8 points. I know you hear 3 and 8, Joe, and you think, blackjack, double down. We're going to ask you to double down with us first here on SportsCenter before you hit the tables. We got a Hornets Magic pick me coming up in a few minutes.
That is absolute magistry.
The Warriors visit the Suns tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern. Winner gets the champion, Thunder. But that part's a Sunday problem. The Dubs went 3-1 against the Suns in the regular season. Last 3 games decided by 4 points or fewer. Steph Curry scored 28 in both wins in which he played. And nobody has been better in the play-in than Steph. Curry averages 34 points per game in play-in games, most of any player with multiple appearances in the event's 5-year history. But Phoenix hopes to recover from Tuesday's home loss to Portland, where the Suns blew an 11-point fourth-quarter lead, a chance to clinch the 7th seed at that point. No team has entered the play-in as a 7th seed, and then lost both games to miss the playoffs entirely, and that's the fate the Phoenix team hopes to avoid today. We're now welcomed by 3-time NBA champion Danny Green. Danny, the Warriors, for their part, kept their season alive Wednesday. We had vintage performances from both Steph and Draymond. How confident are you they can keep that momentum going and get another road win to earn a playoff spot?
I'm very confident if those other guys can play like they did as well. I mean, Steph and Draymond were spectacular. Draymond defensively did a great job on Kawhi Leonard. Steph put up 30-something plus points and supposedly a minute restriction. But if you can get additions from guys like Al Horford, Santos, and Porziņģis showing up the way they did, you have a really good shot at winning a lot of your games, because nobody on the scouting report prepares for that. So they can definitely, with their experience and their championship DNA with Draymond and Steph, and also player experience with those other guys, have an edge. And they can also not only win this game, but I could see them winning a couple games in that first round too if those guys show up. Those other guys really came to play, and they did their job. So they gave Steph some help. They gave him an opportunity, and defensively as well. They showed the crowd and helped with Kawhi Leonard a lot, blitzed him, and made other guys beat them. So if those other guys show up like they did against Clippers, they could have a good chance at winning some really good games.
Yeah, if you look at the box score from that game, Steph goes 36 minutes and 27 of his points in the second half. But Danny, when you look at Phoenix for today, what is the formula for them as slight home favorites to send Golden State home?
Well, I expect Devin Booker to have a more Devin Booker type of playoff game. You know, a game against Portland, he played well, not particularly as Devin Booker well. He didn't play bad, but I'd expect him to come out a little more aggressive. He let Jalen Green kind of take over, be the more aggressive one to shoot most of the shots. So it's going to take a lot more Book, and of course those other guys got to do it. You know, Dylan Brooks, Royce O'Neal, Colin Gillespie, and Jalen Green's got to have a big game as well. But I fully expect Devin Booker to bounce back and have a way better game, a way better outing than he did the other night.
Yeah, Devin Booker, 22 points, 7 of 17 shooting, did not make a three. Vegas has a little confidence in the bounce back. Phoenix, 3.5-point favorites. Danny, sit tight. We want to get your thoughts on the East in just a moment.
Yes, we do, because it's down to the Hornets and Magic for the number 8 seed in the Eastern Conference playoffs. Now, the Hornets took 3 of 4 from the Magic in the regular season. Charlotte scored at least 120 points in each of its wins and was the only team to beat Orlando by at least 15 points 3 times. Now, if Charlotte does it again, it will snap the longest active playoff drought in the NBA. The Hornets haven't made the playoffs since 2016, when Michael Jordan still owned the team and Kemba Walker led them in scoring. So it's been a few years, and the Magic have been a poor shooting team all season, and that's continued this week. Orlando tied for 27th in three-point percentage in the regular season and went 7 for 27 in its opening play-in loss to Philly. So not great, but this is great because Danny Green's still hanging out with us. All right, Danny, what do you think will be the deciding factor in Hornets Magic tonight?
I think we got to see better shooting from LaMelo Ball and Colin Knipple. Like, if those guys come to play or shoot better, they have a really good chance of winning. If they shoot like they did the other night, I don't see Charlotte making out of this game because a lot of what they do relies on those two guys. Obviously, Brandon Miller's been phenomenal all season. Miles Bridges was great. Kobe White off the bench. Like, they have production from all other places and have shown some good growth with those guys not playing well. But for them to be a good team and to win in these playoff-like type of games, they need their two guys playing at a high level and making shots.
Yeah, there is no tomorrow. Winner gets the Pistons in round 1 of the playoffs. Game 1 of that series is Sunday. Danny Green, more with you in a bit. Thank you, Phil. So coming up this weekend, a classic matchup that never goes out of style. It's a Kevin Durant versus LeBron James face-off in the playoffs. The Lakers will host the Rockets in Game 1 of the West 4-5 matchup Saturday night on ABC. Both Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves out indefinitely due to injuries for Los Angeles. Luka is expected to be with the team Saturday after being in Europe for treatment on his hamstring. KD and LeBron, though, doing battle in years 18 and 23 respectively. NBA analyst Danny Green still hanging out with us, and I'm glad you're here, Danny, because you played KD and LeBron 8 times in your playoff career. What's your perspective on these two all-time greats facing off?
I mean, it's always fun to watch them. I mean, it's just another level of superstardom that comes out when these guys play, as you've seen the other night with Steph Curry. But when these guys go head-to-head, it's always lights, camera, action. It's a lot of fun. Get your popcorn and sit back on the couch and enjoy the playoffs. But when it comes to the Rockets, what I'm looking at is how they guard him and Kevin Durant, how he handles the traps and how he handles the Lakers trying to attack him on that end of the floor, because they had some money. They found some good stuff when they played him in back-to-back games while trapping him. I'm sure that they're going to try to throw Alperen Sengun at the point guard position or Reed Shepherd or have KD play off the ball. But I expect the Lakers to fully junk up the game and try to slow them down, play in a half-court set, and trap KD and throw him off his rhythm.
Yeah, at this point of the season, they've gotten used to not playing with Luka Doncic, and it's a great timing here against the Rockets now. So let's take a look at the NBA playoff series starting tomorrow. Round 1 playoff matchups with 3 series starting on ABC this weekend. KD and the Rockets, as we just mentioned, they meet LeBron and the Lakers on Saturday night, while the 76ers and Celtics renew their longtime rivalry on Sunday afternoon, and the Thunder begin their quest for a repeat against the Suns or Warriors. So, Danny, when you look at these first-round series, who do you think is under the most pressure to advance, and why?
Outside of Houston, I'm going to say Cleveland because they had high expectations coming into the season. They were supposed to be a number 1 or 2 seed because they were the top teams, with Indiana going down as them and the Knicks. So the Knicks also have some pressure as well. When you got guys like Donovan Mitchell and James Harden and everybody, that same group that you have together, you're supposed to win a lot of games and also advance out of the first round. Like Donovan Mitchell, James Harden are supposed to show that they can lead a team to an Eastern Conference Finals this year, if not the Finals. But they have a lot of pressure, especially in that 4-5 matchup with the Raptors, who have nothing to lose.
Yeah, absolutely. Pressure's been on since day one and even more in the playoffs. Danny Green, thank you so much for the insight. Former